running just a hair behind because Pat Neely is so much fun behind the set. So you all are about to have this much fun with him now too. So give a huge round of applause for yourselves for being here at one of the great demos here at the World Culinary Showcase. Yeah, a little louder, a little bit more love. We're gonna have fun today. Hi, Vicki, Kenny, Shannon. You all are sitting at the chef table. So are you excited? Yes. Okay, good. If you come on down here and you're nice to us, we might put you up there. So come on and visit us all day long at the World Culinary Showcase, sponsored by Vitamix. One more time. Vitamix, our friends at Vitamix. I'm Sally Lou Loveman. I'm thrilled to be here as your host today. But before we get to our next chef, put away my pen. Did you know that you can keep up with all the demos and all the education sessions going on your NRA show app? So just shop for it in your phone and download it so you can know what is going on every minute of all days here while you're here at the NRA show. And above us, do you know about the McCormick Rooftop Garden? It is it's literally like urban agriculture at work. There's tours every day at 10 a.m. and just amazing ingredients and fresh herbs and everything grown right on the roof of McCormick Place. So 10 a.m. is when the tours happen. They're very small tours, 20 people. So find out more in the morning at 8:30 in the morning where you can get your kind of first come, first serve spot right by the ballroom. Okay, you ready to meet our second chef of the day? Y'all excited? Yes? So cute. After turning his family restaurant into one of the most renowned barbecue restaurants in the South, he embarked on a career in television and became quickly one of America's favorite celebrity chefs. Please help me welcome the adorable and fabulous Chef Pat Neely.
Hey, all righty, wow. Oh my God.
Coming up the back way.
Hello there, y'all. What's up? Oh, come here, baby. Give me a kiss. You know I got to show some love.
You know my last name
darling.
is Loveman.
I know, right? You know, I already know about that
I
love.
love you.
How y'all doing? Good. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Move that doggone thing there out the way. Let me get over here. Get personal. Listen. Now y'all know I travel all over and I do a lot of these demos, but this is it. This is it. I walked into this expo and I tell you it was like at a candy store. I mean, I came in and the first thing I said is I ain't cooking a damn thing. You know what I mean? I'm finna walk around and see what's new and what's happening.
Do you shop? Do you shop? Do you look for things? Like
I always look for things, but you know, I spend so much time just like in awe that I have to get brochures and absorb it first, and then go back. You know, we're getting ready to do something new and hot in Memphis. Our New York restaurant, Neely's Barbecue Parlor, is always looking for new and exciting stuff. And I have to say this, and now I gotta get started cooking, because y'all got me cooking a lot of stuff, right?
You are.
And these lovely people. And what's your name, baby? Hold on one second, y'all. I'm being rude.
Get to know your guests.
Yes. What's your name?
Shannon.
Shannon.
Kenny.
What's up, brother? You sitting between the two ladies. I ain't mad at you, dog. You got it.
Vicky.
Hey, Vicky. How you doing,
Great.
darling? You got your colors on,
I
don't
did.
you? Right? That's all right.
that.
So listen, I just love this kind of expo because I get all these new exciting ideas. And of course, I opened my restaurant 23 years ago. No, when I was 23, which was about 4 years ago.
Right. Get it right.
And they didn't have all of, you know, if you've been around and in the restaurant industry for a few years, you know the technology has changed so much. I mean, I tell people, when I opened, we had a Royal cash register that you buy like from, there was no such thing as a POS system. We had a Royal cash register. We had, we didn't have a computer.
Right.
So everything was handwritten, the ledgers and everything.
Right.
All of your checks was handwritten.
You had to use white out on like
right,
on
right,
a typewriter.
right. You know, right. And we had one cell phone that me and my brother shared. You know that big gray baby with the rubber handle? And we all shared that, right? There was no social media, none of that stuff. So I always tell people, technology has just gone nuts in the last 25 years, in particular in the restaurant industry. And I have to say, before I get started, thanks to the NRA, thanks to Vitamix for having me. Also, I am so proud to be a part of the restaurant industry. I know you guys know, but we are the largest employers in the country and maybe even the world, which I'm always super proud of. And I always say, people always got to eat, right?
That's right.
So now we're going to talk now, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk.
Baby, you know I can't cook and not talk. If nobody wants to talk to me, I'll go back there and talk to some of those chefs back there, right?
We are going to talk, for sure. We're going to ask questions. I'm going to ask you questions. But what are you making today first? And then we'll get to questions.
There you go. So you know I got a grill, and I wanted to bring ribs and charcoal and fire this baby up, you know? But they told me, they said, no, Pat, you're inside. We can't do it. I said, well, y'all got to find me a grill. But also with the industry changing, I'm grilling other things other than just pork and brisket and ribs and those type of things. So I'm doing a grilled salmon with my own flavored butter. I'm doing a citrus butter that I'll make in just a second. And then also I'm doing a grilled asparagus with a barbecue butter. You know, Barbecue King got to put some barbecue in there somewhere,
Absolutely.
right? So I'm gonna start with my two butters, because I always tell people you can do your butters the night before, put them in the fridge because you want them to come firm. So we have our butter here, and we have unsalted butter. And I like for it to become somewhat soft, because as we add our ingredients, we're gonna mix it in, we're gonna roll it, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge and it becomes firm to add. I got my grills hot, gotta have my grills hot. So
You
let me
look
talk
good
to some of these
for
folks.
all your barbecue eating and making. How do you stay so fit?
Well, you know I was recently divorced, right?
I know. We're going to get to that. That's why we were late.
You know, I like to make fun of it, but no, it's
Humor is what gets us through life.
I know, right? It's everything is in moderation.
Right.
And so I love to eat. I always tell people, I'm going to always eat. You're not going to tell me. I walk into a doctor's office, well, Pat, you can't eat no more pork. Well, you just lost me as a patient, dog. I'm going to somebody else that's going to let me eat my pork. So I'm zesting this lemon over my butter. But I exercise. I have a gym in my house.
Right.
I'm up to 15 miles, can you believe that, a week.
Good.
And it's moderation.
Right.
Like, so since I've been here, I've been eating like pizza
Crazy.
and burgers and
Where do you
fries.
eat in Chicago? Where do you like to eat in Chicago?
You know what? I've been so busy that I just been kind of hitting little spots around the hotel.
Right.
But there's one place that I'm hoping to get to tonight. And these guys, I came last year for the first time when I was here. So I got lemon, and then I'm going with lime into my butter. Have you ever heard of Bricks Barbecue? Bricks?
No. Have y'all heard of Bricks?
You've heard of it, right?
I've heard of it.
Have you eaten there?
Here,
What do you
stand
think?
up. Stand up, Barry. Tell us about Bricks Barbecue, and where is it?
Sort of South Side-ish, really good, really authentic, really good.
You know what? So the guy picked me up last year.
Thanks,
and,
Barry.
You know, this is always funny. This guy picks me up to take me somewhere. I was driving. And so he's looking through his rearview mirror. And so finally it dawns on him, that's the guy with the wife that he's always kissing and grabbing her butt on TV, right? So he wants to take a selfie with me and do all of these different things with me, right?
While he's driving.
Right. So then afterwards he's like, can you come to this barbecue place? I'm like, dude, I mean, really, seriously? You know, another barbecue place? But in any event, when he picked me up, I said, sure, you know, I'm one of those guys. Sure, I'll go.
Right.
So, and then I'm just going to mash my butter with my herbs. We're just going to mash this all in with my lemon zest. And you really want to make it soft. Oh, I got you, dog. I like that. I like that. I like that. You just
Michael's good. Michael's
So,
good.
we go to this place, sir, this Bricks, and you know what I loved about it? It was like a village, a little village area. I'm not sure where it was. And yeah, and he had,
Where is it, Barry?
where is it?
Oh, he's Googling it. 3832 North Lincoln is not South Side. Oh, Big Brick.
Is it Big Brick? It might be Big Brick.
Okay, yeah, that's Lincoln Park, I think. Okay.
So as you can see, I'm just mixing my zest in with my butter, just like this. It's working out great. So we go, and the guys are so excited. that they just got this whole spread laid out. Sausage and brisket and pulled pork. And,
They called ahead and said you're coming?
right, and then
Okay.
they take me down and show me the barbecue pits. And
So fun.
we hang out. So it was really, really cool. But I was amazed to be in Chicago because I was thinking about like Robinson's Barbecue
Right,
or
right,
Sweet
right,
Baby
right.
Ray's or somewhere
Right.
like that. But I've come to realize some of the best barbecue in the country is these little unknown places
Right.
that you go to.
I want you to try Rockland's barbecue when you're in DC. Really good barbecue.
Rockland's?
Rockland's barbecue. They do a lot of catering for the White House, but they're really good.
I get
Really
you.
good barbecue.
I love to eat. I'll go
Yeah,
anywhere.
I
I
know.
was in Singapore a couple of years ago, and they grilled me stingray. Yes.
Wow.
on banana leaf, and they butterflied it, and they made a sauce. And you know what was crazy about it was that what they did something they shouldn't have done is they showed me the stingray live before they cooked it.
No, that's bad.
Have you ever seen a stingray? I mean, he's got eyes
like-
bigger than mine and a tail as long as an alligator.
Doesn't it
And
have,
the
like,
tail was
wings?
hanging all off, and he's like, "We gonna cook this for you." I said, "No, you ain't." they cooked it for me, and then it was good. So my butter goes into like a saran wrap. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do with this.
Is there anything you won't eat?
Can I say it?
I don't know. Who's
Someone
here?
wanted me to eat bull testicles.
Ooh.
And I said, y'all can keep that show. That I won't eat. So that was the only thing. But mostly because I like to experience food. It's regional and it's a culture. So
Right.
I'll try just about anything.
Right.
I wasn't going to eat no bull's testicles.
Who's got a question for Chef Neely? Come on, he's so much fun. He'll tell you anything. Come on, it can be about relationships, cooking, bull testicles.
Ask me anything, I'll answer it.
Come on, what is with you, shy audience? I know you're not shy. Thank you. Will you stand up?
Look, this lady.
I'm coming to you. I'm
Oh.
coming to you. You're next. But first, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on over here so we can get you on camera. And what is your question for Chef? I'm coming to you.
How do you know when you use salted or unsalted butter?
How do I know whether to?
When do you use salt or unsalted butter?
You know, it depends on the dish. Like, I'm a salt guy. I love salt. But like, if I'm eating something like with pork or something that has quite a bit of salt content in it, then I want unsalted butter. Like, take for instance, I'm gonna season these with salt and pepper. I'll season my salmon with salt and pepper. So I wanted an unsalted butter so it's not too salty. But if I'm doing a dish that maybe I may not be using salt, like
Is there a
let's
dish
say
you
maybe
don't
like my
use salt?
shrimp and grits or something like that, then I may use salted butter.
Right.
Just depends on the flavor and where I'm trying to go with it.
Thank you.
What do you do, Joe? Are you in the food industry?
I have a private Christian school, K-3 through 12.
3 through 12. Are you like the principal? Are you the chef?
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Oh, hats off to you. I
Yes,
mean, thank
feeding
you
children.
so much because you're a real inspiration of what's happening with our children.
Oh, Chef, I think we have a picture to show you. You can come on up here. What's your name?
What you got to show me?
Joyce. Joy? She's a picture of a stingray.
Oh my God, look at there. Yeah, I ate it, but mine wasn't that doggone big, girl.
Here,
How
maybe
about how sweet he is in the water?
maybe
Don't
Ken
they
can.
sting and stuff like that?
She has a picture
Here's
of her
a picture of the stingray that I ate. I ate that one.
with her children. I don't know if you all want to shoot it, but it's like what? How can children swim with stingrays?
I know, right?
Okay.
So now, my next butter, so this is what it looks like. And you can flavor any butter. You see, it's, I rolled it up, and then we're going to make slices out of it. And you make any butter. So now my next is a barbecue butter. And I love this butter, and I'm going to use it on the asparagus. But I have to tell you, you can also use it like on grilled corn. Like I like to take my corn, pull the husk off, get all the silk out, put this butter in it, and then pull the husk back up and put it back on the grill. So it's delicious. And then you can use it for like in a potato salad or just about anything. So I always tell people, another butter that I like to work with is a brown sugar cinnamon butter, where you take brown sugar and cinnamon, do the same thing. So then when you're having your waffles or your toast or your bagel or whatever the next morning, you got your butter, and it lasts, it lasts forever. So we're mixing this in. You can flavor anything. I do a herb butter with oregano and tarragon and all of those different things. So whatever I'm cooking with, instead of just using the ordinary butter, I always flavor my butter. Who else we had? That young lady
sounds
right
good.
there, baby.
You
I
got
saw
a question? Here, stand up. What's your name? Josephine. Another Joe. What's your question for Chef?
What is your favorite go-to, gotta have it in my kitchen gadget?
People always ask me that, and it's like, there's so many. I mean, I gotta have tongs. I love, if you've seen my kitchen, it's the same kitchen on the show. I love my stove top. I love this griddle here because I love the grill, and we'll work on this in a minute, but the thing about it is, so I can grill indoors. But I'd have to say, the one piece of equipment in my kitchen I use the most of, I have a wooden cutting board about so big, it's probably about 4 feet by 4 feet, and it's on wheels, and it has a cutting board on top, and I can roll it around the kitchen. I'm on that thing every time I cook. And if I'm doing something like raw fish, then I'll pull out one of my plastic cutting boards. But girl, I can't live without it. I mean, I have a huge countertop to cook on, but I'm always on that cutting board. If you ever see any pictures, when my daughters come over, they immediately go there. For mixing, I have an electrical outlet not far from it, so I can plug in my mixers and everything. So that's it. My cutting board at home, I don't play with it.
I know you need a Vitamix.
I know, right? I need one bad. I need a Vitamix so bad. And here's
too.
another reason now, because recently I spent some time out of town, and where I was staying, every day they made me smoothies. I said, yeah, make me smoothies now, because I'm single now. I mean, hell.
You gotta stay cute.
Pat Neely got to stay fine now. The barbecue king can't, he back on the market now. You know what I'm saying? So these smoothies were just amazing with mango and spinach and kale and all of these things. And so I was just like, I need me a Vitamix that I can really.
There's one back over there. Can I get that
What you
one?
say, baby? Where's the one up here? If it's one up here, it won't be there when I leave.
Oh,
Shouldn't invite Pat Neely. That thing will be.
I call dibs on that.
It'll be in my luggage headed back at the hotel. Is there a Vitamix
Thank you, Joe.
rep here?
I know.
There's no rep here, right?
Where?
Are you a rep,
Are you a
baby?
rep?
But I
You
mean,
represent Vitamix.
He ain't in the audience, is what I'm saying.
I know.
Because if he ain't in the
Chef.
audience, then he won't know if it's missing or who took it.
We're gonna go check out the booth later, you and me.
Yeah,
Get ourselves a
that's what I'm talking about,
Vitamix.
girl.
And Joe, we'll bring.
So I got my barbecue butter, because I got to get to cooking. Y'all ready to eat?
Yes.
So I got to get to cooking, because they say he talking. It took him 20 damn minutes to make 2 butters, right? That's the way I do it, y'all. So I got my butter in. It goes in the fridge. I got my grills preheated. This one is a little hot. Got to turn it down. She hotter than little sister. I got to turn her down. Now, I always like to, just brush my grills when I'm doing veggies or fish. This one is really hot. I cooked on a cruise recently, and they sabotaged me. It was like what do you call it? Cook-off. Yeah. As soon as I got up there, my grill quit working. That's it. Come on over here, baby.
Miss
Y'all know
Love, Miss Love. Kimberly Love.
I tried to propose to her backstage, and she said, boy, you need a little more time. Quit, boy.
Okay.
You turned them down, baby.
Angela's worried about you. She has a question.
I felt really bad when I heard about you getting divorced.
Oh.
Really did, because I used to really enjoy watching you and your wife on television.
Yes, ma'am.
So is everything okay?
No, I'm still in therapy. I'm drinking a lot these days. No. And let me tell you something.
If it's too personal a question.
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's really not. As a matter of fact, I love to share this story Is this salt, baby? Don't y'all be fooling with me now. Look, I got my salmon over here. Listen, baby, let me tell you this. Don't go nowhere. I want you to hear this story. I always tell people, I did not have a failed marriage. I had a very successful, beautiful marriage. And I thank God every day because most people are not as fortunate enough. Little olive oil on my fish. To spend 30 years with their high school sweetheart. I mean, that's cool.
That's why I felt so bad.
And I know, and I felt bad because I thought that a lot of people would be disappointed. But I also say this, we had a great time, a great career. We raised 2 amazing daughters. We separated on very, very good terms.
Good.
We still do dinner and different things like that together. As a matter of fact, I have actually spoken to her about, you see all these shows that talk about how to keep a marriage going, but you never see shows that talk about how to properly end a marriage because, let's face it, it's reality, it happens. And we sat at a table and decided to divide everything up, and it took us less than 3 hours. And we had a business and everything. And I always say that, salt and pepper, y'all, I always say that everyone has a right to change their life and move in a different direction. And they should not be criticized for doing that based on other beliefs. And I tell people, it wasn't a failed marriage. I consider it a successful marriage. When you stay together for 30 years, you raise 2 amazing girls that one's in college, the other one is out, and she's got her own career. We had a successful career, and God knows I spent 30 years with my high school sweetheart. Still love her dearly. I always tell my girls, I said, now you know your mama. She won't ask me for anything, but if she ever needs anything, and she's so proud and won't ask me, I said, y'all come tell me, I'll give it to you, and then you go give it to mama. Listen, she will always be my sweetheart. She'll always be the love of my life. And I believe in being happy. Life is too short, and you have to do the things that you want to do to make you happy.
Is she still cooking?
She's cooking, but Gina is really, if you haven't seen her lately, she did this health deal. So my salmon is going right on to my hot grill, medium heat. But she's really into style. And she's really into motivation. So she's doing a lot of these motivational things and style. And it worked out great because I'm doing the things that I love to do, which is travel around and do tons of cooking and these sorts of things. So we are really, I'm very proud of the way things ended. Obviously, I wanted to grow old with her, and take our grandchildren to Disneyland and all of that kind of stuff. But, gosh, I couldn't be more happier that I got 30-some years. And look how bad it could have been had we had small kids, and we weren't, it was bitterness and that sort of thing. And, of course, the media they were never happy, and and I always say, y'all crazy. I love that girl. I don't know what you're talking about, but she was my baby and still is. And so, life deals us certain cards, and we have to play the cards that we're dealt. And we may not always like them, but, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, just do it gracefully and do it peacefully and allow a person to do what they want. I said, you deserve to be happy, honey. You've supported me for 30 years in my business, in my career, and you want a little change of life? Go do it. I told her, Big Daddy ain't going nowhere. He might be here 5 years from now when you come back, you never know. So, no, everything is really, really good, and I'm in a great, great, great place in my life, and so is she. So, really
Do you
good.
feel better, Angela?
Yes, I do.
I think we all do, don't we? It's such a great message because, stuff happens, and you are a great role model, the two of you, for making it right and graceful. and lovely. But we all know that humor gets us through everything. And can I just tell the audience that Gina did get the Vitamix?
She did. That's why I want the other one, right? It's the first thing she
That's
grabbed.
our joke. Gina
She
got
left
the
all those
Vitamix.
damn pigs, but she took the Vitamix. I was just like, take some of these pigs out of here,
That's
girl.
called a chef divorce.
But you know, we share so much. Like we were going to have this past holiday dinner together because we still do these kind of things for the girls. And she had to go out of town. She had to work. Okay, so now my asparagus, and this is the key to asparagus. I want to give you guys a little bit of something. Olive oil, salt and pepper, all you need right on your grill. Doesn't take long. And sometimes, folks, I didn't do it today. But you know me, I'm a pig, man. I'll wrap this asparagus in bacon.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something.
Now we're interested.
You put that bacon on there, we're good to go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kim, you got this thing hot, girl. No, you
Say
do
hi
it.
to Chef Takashi.
Hey.
Yagihashi, right there. Chef Takashi.
Hey, buddy.
Pat Neely.
He's scared
Chef-
I'm gonna ask him to come cook. He just waves from the side like.
Chefs are coming and going. What's your question for Chef?
All right, Chef, it's your last meal on Earth. You've got to get barbecue. What part of the country are you going to get your barbecue?
I'm going to Memphis.
Yeah, there you
That's a hard
go.
question.
There you go. That was an easy one. That was a curve. That was
I'm
a
going to
softball.
Memphis. But you know what?
Come up with a harder one.
Barbecue
I don't
is,
know. That's the one.
is so regional these days. Like, and I travel all over, and I mean, I've tasted some really. I did something a few years ago I thought I would never do, and that's eat Carolina barbecue. And when I tell you, y'all ain't playing with it over there on that East Coast, Southern East Coast. I had that vinegar barbecue. This guy, he had a barbecue place called Old Time Barbecue. And it was on the side of the road. I got to tell you the story real quick. Well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I might as well tell you, all right? I'm just watching
time.
this. Listen to this. So we were filming a show. So we pull up, and my production team was just this melting pot of people. My producer was Jewish. One of my producers was Hispanic. There was one girl who was biracial. And we pull up to this spot, and there are Harley Davidsons everywhere. And everybody's getting out has got these, they have these leather jackets on, and, you know, really kind of like rebel looking guys. So I tell my producer, I ain't going in there. We got too much going on in our group to go in there. So we eventually go in, and it, you know, you expect on something like that for the music to stop, you know, when you go in. So we go in, the nicest people you ever want to meet, so kind, everybody was so warm, so nice, and so the guy takes me in the back, and he makes this barbecue vinegar. He got this big jug of vinegar and red pepper flakes and all of this stuff in it. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Baby, am I turning this up? Give me hot over here now. Quit playing, Kim. A little bit. There you go. Just a little bit there. Yeah. That's why I tell everybody about me and you. So he sits down, and Gene and I were doing a show at the time. And the barbecue, he takes the pulled pork and mixes it in this machine with all of this stuff, right? Man, when I tell you that barbecue was awesome, and it changed my perspective about barbecue and saying, well, I don't want this, you know, I don't eat this. Memphis has the best barbecue. No, best barbecue is one of those little bitty old small places somewhere where somebody's really throwing down. And but the people were so nice, and he was so nice, and he knew Gina loved pigs, so he had a collection of pigs, and at the end, he took one of the pigs and gave it to her. I mean, it's just the sweetest story ever, and I always say,
Sweet.
you just can never judge, you know, by where you go. You can never judge.
Exactly.
Now, you guys see how quick this asparagus is coming down?
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. Great question.
Where you want to get your last barbecue?
Yeah.
It's your last meal.
I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah, when you roll down to Austin, let's go check out Franklin's.
Franklin's?
He just won the James Beard.
You know, I just heard about him.
Yeah, he's amazing. But you come to
Really?
Austin, come do the barbecue tour. You go through Lockhart, Texas, go out to Taylor, go out to Louis Miller's, and stick around Austin.
Does he compete in any of these barbecue contests?
I don't think so.
He doesn't?
No, he started out as a food truck and got his own location, and it just exploded. He was in the movie Chef, if you've seen it.
Yes, favorite film.
He was in what?
He was in the movie Chef.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they sit down. He plays himself.
Really?
Yeah, they sit down and they test the barbecue.
Tell him I said stay away from television.
Yeah, check out Franklin's though. Good stuff.
I will. I travel a lot. I will.
I love that film, Chef. It's the best do what you love story ever.
Right.
What's your name?
Glenna,
Glenna.
from South Carolina, so we have that mustard base. But I'm not from there originally, so.
So I forgive you.
Okay, me too. Well, I'm from Oklahoma, so. But my
Right.
husband's from Memphis, and we're headed back there on Friday, and we have been at Interstate
Have you?
and Rendezvous and Corky's and there's a dozen others I can't remember.
Right.
But where else do I need to try when I go back this weekend?
You know, it's so funny because, like, there's small little places, Rendezvous, Neely's, Interstate, are the big boys that get all of the recognition and all of the credit. But then you have small places like Cozy Corner.
I've been there. Yeah.
You have places like the Barbecue Shop. He's been open for years. It's he's pretty neat. You have
Been to
places
the commissary.
Germantown Commissary. There's I'm really excited because there's this young lady who has just opened up a barbecue place in South Haven, Mississippi, which is obviously not that far. I got to get my butter. And it's called, I want to say Memphis Barbecue Company or something like that. And I'm just blown away, first of all, because it's a lady, right? You know, it's a girl and she's throwing down. But I understand they have really, 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 really good barbecue. All right, so my asparagus is off. Let me
Thank you so much.
Thank you, baby. Let me just put a few slices on here, and I'm gonna put a few more on before we serve. So we just take it. You see how firm it became? We're just gonna let a little of that sit on there. Now I gotta check my, oh shit. That's why I'm not good at demos, because I like to talk and stuff.
No, that's why you are good at demos.
You know, I get to, okay.
What's new for barbecue? Like, is there a new trend for barbecue? Is there something new?
You know,
happening?
I get that question asked a lot, and I say, well, it's a whole different era now than it was when I went into business. I used to have these guys, believe it or not, my large barbecue sandwich weighed a pound.
Right.
And these guys would come in every day and order one. It's like every single day. And now I think the trend has really shifted to like, you have so many people that are eating healthier. Mm-hmm. And if they're not, they're traveling or hanging out with people that eat healthy.
Right.
So I always tell people in the restaurant industry, you gotta be careful. If you're not providing something like asparagus or a vegetable or fish, you know, when we opened in New York, we had to make sure that we had items on there that was for the masses. So I think the trend is like, everybody's trying to eat healthier. You gotta have grilled, you gotta have non-fried stuff, you gotta be gluten-free.
Right.
And quite frankly, I believe that in our time, we're gonna see nutritional information on the menu.
Nutritional information on the menu.
Where you're gonna see people literally being able to
know the nutrition value.
go on a menu and look and see what's in it, the actual. I believe that's coming.
Right.
And I don't believe we have any control over it. It's gonna happen.
Right. It is the trend. Listen, when you see the calories on the McDonald's list, when you're
know
up
it's
there
coming.
looking for it, it's a game changer.
It's
it really
coming.
is.
It's coming. So listen, I'm gonna serve y'all because they sitting there like
That looks
he just
so
running his damn mouth, and then I'm gonna make y'all something to wash it down with.
Ooh.
So we're not done yet.
Now, can they serve themselves? How are you going to do that? I can't see from here.
I'm a restaurant guy. Give me that.
Thought
No,
so.
you know you don't get yours first, man. Girl, we
He's
gotta
going to plate
serve-
it for you.
We got to serve the ladies
Kenny, you
first.
excited? You excited? Do you have any questions as you're being served by Chef Pat Neely? Think of something. Come on.
Where you
Come
from?
on.
Who I want to talk to? I want to talk to one of y'all. What's your name, baby?
Vicky.
Vicky? Vicky, where you from?
I'm from Central Illinois, close to Springfield.
Oh. and so what brings you here? Are you in the restaurant business or?
No, I teach culinary arts to high school students.
Do you really? Y'all got to give it up for her. She teaches culinary arts to high school students. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you why that's I'm so happy and proud of you, because we didn't have that when I was coming along. You know, you had auto mechanics and shop, you know, and I always tell the young kids now, I said, you guys are so lucky because the culinary arts has become such a, bon appetit there, baby, has become such a, it's so popular, and a lot of it has to do with what we're doing on television.
Right.
But I tell the kids you're so lucky because, ooh, girl, give me my spatula. I don't want to mess up. What I do with it? Oh, you know, I lose stuff.
Kimberly's got your back.
I tell them, you don't have to be able to bounce a basketball or run for a bunch of touchdowns to earn a good living. This trade, you can master relatively easy. The only thing that I say about the food business, especially if you're doing restaurants, I don't say it. It was told to me by my uncle, who was my mentor in the business. He said, you got to have the 2 P's. The first P is passion.
Yes.
You must be passionate about this business. If you're not passionate about it, you can forget it. And the second P is presence. You must have presence in this business if you are in the, if you're in the business from a standpoint to where you're running a restaurant, because you cannot run a restaurant as an absentee owner. It's just, and people tell me, well, why don't you go hire you a you can hire good people, but you better darn sure be there to watch them and stay on top of them. So that was some good advice, and God knows, God bless you for, you know, introducing our kids and getting them excited and all juiced up about the culinary arts, because I tell kids all the time, do something that you're passionate about and that there's a demand for. And trust me, we will always be eating. I will anyway.
It's true. You have mastered the 2 P's, Pat Neely, very well.
Thank you, baby.
Very well.
All right, so y'all eat and drink your water. I got something else going for you in just a minute here.
Mary has a question for you.
You said your favorite equipment is the tongue, but you're using that spatula. Does that have a special name? You were using that the whole meal for.
You know why, baby? Because that's a fish spatula.
Fish.
Now, I don't do a lot of fish on the grill. I do it occasionally, but most of the time, I do my ribs and my pulled pork and my brisket and beef ribs and chicken and things like that. So then I've got my tongs most of the time when I'm cooking. Even if I'm doing chicken or something in the oven, I'm always flipping them. But for fish, you noticed how I wanted to keep it whole and in place so it looks beautiful. Then I have to use that fish spatula and get all the way up under it and get a smooth flip. Otherwise, it'll tear apart. So I'm doing something different, y'all. I've done this partially before, but not all the way. So I'm doing a sparkling sangria. So it's partially sangria, and I'll bring the sparkling in a little bit later. So we're gonna have a little sugar. We got a few lemons going in. You've seen a good sangria, and a few oranges. We got some blood orange juice going in here. I hope I'm not forgetting nothing, because y'all know I don't. Yeah.
Kenny and Shannon and Vicky, what do you think?
Very good.
Delish.
Good.
You're
Is
not
it good?
talking. Yeah. That's good.
It's good.
Very good.
Yum.
So we got a little brandy going in. Let's see. That ought to be enough, don't y'all think?
You have a question? Come on up.
Maybe that's a little too much.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah, I think that's good. And then we got some wine.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Red wine.
Your teacher. Who's the teacher? Vicky? Vicky is one of your teachers? And she wants to take a picture, Vicky, with Pat Neely. Is that right?
My kids are going to love it.
Oh,
we're going to take
standing
one.
next to him. So go stand next
Come
to
on,
Pat.
baby. We can
Go
do
ahead.
it
You can
now.
go up there. You can go up there.
You come on up
Go
here
ahead.
with me.
Take it back to
Tell
the
your
kids.
kids you was cooking. Cooking with Big Daddy.
Oh, isn't that cute? This is going to be great for the kids.
It is.
If the camera's working. There we go.
Hey, can you get one more for me? Can you just do one more? I got one really special for Vicky. You ready? You tell me when you're ready. You just got to say action, girl, because I don't just go until you action.
Oh, did you get it?
There you go.
That's so cute. Thank you.
Oh, I got to get that.
Thank you.
Gotta have that in there.
Nas?
I'm a Southern boy, true to heart. I mean, I love to kiss women. I know Vicky probably married, her husband probably out there. I'm gonna get in when they get. I got security, dog. I'm going out the back door. You won't find me. So I got my wine and everything in here, and my brandy in. Yeah,
This
baby.
looks good. This is Naz.
Hey, darling.
Hi, Chef. My name is Naz, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Yes.
I'm studying at the Culinary Institute over there, and I just want to know if you have any advice for somebody who has so much passion for cooking. I have a lot, and I cook a lot of Indian food, and I'm learning all about Western cooking. So, do you have any advice?
You know, we're some strange folks. I always say that as chefs and people in the culinary industry. First thing, you gotta have massive passion for this business. Like even now, I cook probably, if I'm home for 5 days, I'm cooking 3 of them at home. And no one's there but me now. And so I've even had to learn to cook for like, if I got a package of thighs and it's, say maybe 6 of them in there, as soon as I go to the grocery store, I'll put them in Ziploc bags in 2s and 2s and 2s and then freeze them. But what I always tell people that really want to crack the egg in this industry is it really depends on the direction that you want to go. Are you looking to be a full entrepreneur? Are you looking to just harness your skills in a particular field? You know, where are you trying to take this thing?
What I want to do is I want to work for like a chef and then be an executive chef someday, and from there take it on my own, do a lot of like Indian cooking with fusion, you know, mixed with Western and fusion. That's my ultimate goal.
Well, and so you're more passionate about doing that than just basically probably going into business, because you know it's a difference. Like a little bit of my background, I knew I wanted to run my own business, and I knew I loved food. So at 17, 18, 19 years of age, I was working for my uncle, and so then, so I got my sangrias. They're half full. You said, "Dog, Pat, you cheat." I ain't done yet, y'all. We're gonna add some sparkle to it. So we got some champagne going on top. At 19, 20, I was hired I went to work for McDonald's off the street as a manager. And I lied, y'all. I told them, I know inventory. I am, oversee 30 people. And hell, I was washing dishes for my uncle, right? I wasn't doing much. But I knew they would teach me how the big boys do it. So the thing about the culinary arts is, though, even though you're in school, when you get out, you want to work under skilled people that are in the field or the direction that you want to go into. And that way, sometimes you're not always getting paid the money that you think you deserve or that is worth. But at the end of the day, what you're getting probably more so than that is the experience that you can take with you a lifetime. So people say, well, why'd you go work for McDonald's? I've never seen them. The only thing they did is mac ribs. It wasn't about that. What it was about was learning how the big boys operate, How did they manage? How did they hire? How did they train? How did they deal with cash? And what are the profit and loss statements? Some of the things that I didn't get from my uncle. And when I merged those two together, from the barbecue skills from him, and then the management side from McDonald's, I had a pretty good mix. So I always tell people, decide the direction that you really want to go in, decide what it is that you really, what you're really passionate about, and then take those two and apply them. So you're right on pace if if it's a situation where you're really trying to get into that area of the business. Go work for someone. It may not be a lot of money, but it's worth it.
Chef, I'm busy at the minute. I'm doing an internship.
I can barely hear her.
I'm working at the country club under chef. I mean, it doesn't pay much, but I'm doing an internship there, and I'm really learning a lot from him.
Well, you just have staff. I tell people all the time, for about 10 years in the restaurant business, I should have sued my damn self for what I was getting paid.
Right. Thank you, Ness.
I wasn't getting paid anything, but the knowledge was unbreakable.
When you have
Okay,
to
so
sue
y'all,
yourself.
I have never tasted this in my life.
That looks so good.
But it's a I call it a sparkling sangria. So you got your wine, and I'm gonna taste one. Y'all ain't finna drink without me.
Cheers.
Yeah, we ain't finna have that kind of party going on.
Hey, do you grocery shop for yourself? That just was so interesting to me.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have an assistant, but instead of, so she can maintain her job, I shop for myself.
Right.
Because she's gonna come back with the wrong and stuff. I mean, especially like meats and stuff.
Right.
I'm so particular. Like when I buy my ribeye steaks, it's like most women shopping for a dress. I'm flipping and I'm looking and I'm going through. Then I'm going to the back of it, and sometimes when the butchers see me coming, it's like, oh hell, here come Pat Neely again. Let's go get the finest we got out there.
This is what I'm picturing. Like, I can imagine you going through those doors and everyone is like, hey, Chef Pat.
You know what? And now I wear shades and baseball caps and really try to be low key because I'm serious about my shopping.
Right.
And but I grocery shop like 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow.
It's kind of like when I was running my restaurants, meat trucks have to come 2 or 3 times a week because I wanted fresh meats.
Right.
So it's the same way.
Okay. Marjorie?
How's the cocktail?
Oh, this is good.
You like it?
It's so.
Do y'all drink? I'll put all this alcohol in here.
Are y'all 21?
Sunday morning, supposed to be in churches, Y'all know how I do it.
Sunday.
It is what it is, right?
Catch it when you can. Okay, here's Marjorie.
Hi, Chef and Pat. I'm Marjorie Gardner, representing Mid-South Community College.
Yes.
We have a new program in hospitality management, and I'm just trying to find out if you'd be willing to serve as guest chef at one of our series we have coming in the future.
Girl, I knew you was going to ask me to come do some work. Where is it? Is it here?
West Memphis, Arkansas.
West Bank, Arkansas.
West Memphis.
Memphis.
Oh, that's around the corner from me.
Yes.
And what do y'all do?
Yes, I do.
I'll give Chef your card.
Okay. Yeah, give me your stuff, baby, because I like. And is it? Well, now who are you? What are you doing actually here?
I'm the lead instructor for the program, hospitality management.
Is it? Do you have kids there?
We have kids, yes. We serve both the adult population as well as high school students.
Girl, now you're speaking my language. Excuse me. Give her your card because I love to do stuff with children. Do y'all need any more butter?
Thanks,
Boy, you don't
Marjorie.
need nothing. He ain't got nothing left on his plate. See, I was tasting mine, and it's the butter that really adds a little bit more to it.
That's how you know it's good. It's good.
It's good, right?
It's good, man.
I know, right? And it ain't no ribs, right? You know I can do ribs, but y'all don't know I can fool with some fish. Hey, baby.
Okay, I think this may be our last question. Milena, for Chef?
Hi, your barbecue sauce from the Food Network is famous at our tailgate, and I was wondering what would you add to make it with a little heat, a little spice to it?
I actually do that. Sometimes I take a good quality hot sauce, like a Louisiana or a hotter than hot, and add that.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll add pepper, and when I really want to crank it up, Then I'll take like a quarter teaspoon, depending on how much I've got in the pot, of cayenne pepper.
What type of pepper would you use?
Cayenne.
No, you said earlier like a regular.
Like a black pepper.
Like a black pepper.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you know what? Here's the thing about barbecue sauce, and I was told this a long time ago about barbecue sauce and baked beans. If it tastes good cold, it's going to taste better even when you warm it up. So when you're mixing it, I always tell people have this mistake when they're making coleslaw with mayo, they put too much in it, and you can't take it out. So if you put too much pepper in it, you can't take it out. So you're sitting there, you got your hot sauce, you got your cayenne pepper, you got your black pepper. Start out with a little bit, stir, taste. Add a little bit more, still not hot enough. Stir, taste until you get to the temperature or the flavor that you want, as opposed to overdoing it. But that hotter than hot into a regular good barbecue sauce, it's got great flavor. It has the heat that you want, and it's Frank's. And I should be getting a check from them while I'm calling their name out, right? But I'll give them a little pub. The Frank's Hotter Than Hot sauce, that brand is really good. They got a Frank's hot sauce, but then they got one that's hotter than hot. And you just add as you go. But if you're still not getting the heat you want, like me, I like my coffee, women, and my food hot. You know? So I add a little cayenne pepper to mine to get it really hot. So that should work.
Great.
Where's your tailgate?
USC in LA. So if you're ever there,
Really?
we'll cook for you.
Really, for the ball games?
Yeah, we'll cook for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm coming. I love
Okay.
LA. I love a good ball game tailgate.
We have a lot of fun. We have a TV, we have a margarita machine, and lots of fun.
How many years have you been out?
Oh, I don't want to say, but
So you're still doing the tailgate?
oh, yeah.
But everybody know my damn
It's
age,
been a long
right?
time.
She don't want to
It's
say.
been less than mine, so go ahead and say it.
About 20 years. I graduated in '95.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Girl, you're still young. What are you talking
You're
about?
smart too, USC.
Right.
Wow. All right, last question for me. Your guilty pleasure of food besides pork? Your favorite thing to eat when you just don't care and it's just, you're enjoying it. No guilt.
I love food.
I know.
I mean, I know.
Like, are you an ice cream guy?
I'm in love with food.
Okay.
You know what I had last night in the room? I had chocolate. If I'd have had a date with some strawberries, then you'd be talking about something, right? No, I had caramel ice cream, and they had popcorn in it.
Salty caramel?
Yes, it was I never had it before. I thought there was going to be some cake under it, right? So they bring it to my room, and it had popcorn in it, like caramel popcorn. Yes. And the ice cream was caramel.
Oh.
So I used to eat ice cream every single night.
Wow.
Do you?
like ice cream? Yeah. I like a salty caramel ice cream. That is interesting.
But you
Never
know what
with
happened?
popcorn.
I had to stop. I mean, because I'm very routine, and I'm very, when I get into something, I get into it. So I stopped, and so now I do like frozen yogurt.
Right.
And it's not as much, but if I wasn't doing ribs.
Right.
Which is.
You could have a little bit more fun with ice cream.
I could, and you know, or, gosh, dog it, I love a good steak.
Yeah.
You know what? I love a good chili. You know,
Yeah.
I do a chili with turkey and ground beef and dark beer and dark kidney beans. You know, I do a braised cabbage with the fat rendered off in the skillet with cabbage and carrots and the seasoning. Put the lid on it, let it steam. I do a bacon roasted
We're all starving.
potato salad.
We're truly.
So you roast your potato salad, and you do your bacon, you fry your bacon, and then you make your dressing and chives and put all that in. My macaroni and cheese, I add bacon and potato chips on it. Girl, I love to cook.
We love
I
your
can't help
cooking. We love your passion. And we especially love your stories. So I hope that we all get to tune in to more TV or
You will.
read things that are going in your future because it's very bright, obviously. You are a sparkly person.
you.
I see it. I feel it. We all feel it, right?
Thank you.
And I just can't wait to see more from you, Pat Neely.
Thank you. One last thing. You can find me on Facebook at Pat Neely. My Twitter and my Instagram is Pat Neely Barbecue King. Now, I'm not trying to have no ego. They gave me the name. They gave me the Barbecue King. So Pat Neely Barbecue King. And also, lastly but leastly, I am in my second year with partnering with Family Dollar. and we're doing so many
Family
amazing
Dollar,
things.
that's right.
They've introduced food into their stores. And one of the reasons why I'm partnering with them and their national ambassador is not only they have quality food, but they do so many things in the community. Last year, we raised over 4.5 million meals for Feeding America. Last holiday, we went to Boys and Girls Club and gave out all these toys and gifts and wrote a big check. And this summer, we have a campaign going on right now if you go to my Facebook page. And one of you guys could possibly be a lucky winner. You enter a contest. The winner of the contest has to, first of all, to enter the contest, just a link and say why your family should be chosen and send a photo. The winner, I will come to your family's hometown with Family Dollar and do an ultimate family reunion for 100 of your family members.
Come on.
And
How
you receive
awesome.
groceries from Family Dollar for up to a year worth of free groceries. So that's why I love working with them, because everything is community driven.
Right.
It's all about what can we do for the family, and the hashtag is just add family. So go to Pat Neely's Facebook page and sign up, because you can win. And I'm coming. Damn it, I'm coming and I'm cooking.
Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for making the World Culinary Showcase and the world a better place. Thank you,
Listen,
Pat Neely.
Love you guys.
Coming
I love
up
you guys
next,
so
after the
much.
fabulous Pat Neely,
Thank you. Sure you can, baby. Come.
after Pat Neely, but we can't come on the stage, but we can come right here, is Fabio Viviani. That is our next chef. Ladies and gentlemen, please come on back. We are just thrilled to have you here, Chef Pat Neely. And later, Rebel Chef Terry French. We won't want to miss what he is cooking. And an hour from now, wow, less than an hour maybe. Yeah, an hour from now is the 2 p.m. State of American Dream. Our keynote speaker today, Ariana Huffington and Dawn Sweeney, NRA, and CEO of, sorry, it's okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking, I'm watching, she's president. I'm gonna start over, ready? The American Dream 2015, the State of the American Dream 2015, featuring Dawn Sweeney, president and CEO of the NRA, and media mogul Ariana Huffington. Please go. Hi, how are you? Please go and see that in the Grand Ballroom. Thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you back here very quickly and soon.